Hello, my name is Jason Kotlyarov, and I'm the managing attorney and owner of the Kotlyarov Law Group. Thank you so much for watching the inaugural installment of Taxes with Wolves, a great tax blog where I will attempt to dive into the tax code and find ways to save you money and teach you a little bit along the way. So, without further ado, let's get going. Today we're talking about what a qualifying relative is. Before I start that, I do like to mention why that's important. As you know, you can claim a child on your taxes and save $4,000 off of your taxable income. Well, guess what? You can also do that with a few other relatives that aren't your kid and still get $4,000 off of your taxable income if you claim them as a dependent. So we're going to talk about what the tests and the thresholds for that are. So hopefully that can really make a difference as far as what your refund is and how much you owe. The first test is that they're not a qualifying child, just because, well, you can't double dip like that. You're already getting $4,000 off if they're a qualifying child. You can't get $8,000. Sorry. The next test is that they are either a member of your household or that they're a relative. Member of that household means that they have to live with you all year, and I'm talking about all year unless some exceptions apply, because in law there are always exceptions to every rule, as you're going to find out. These exceptions are such as, let's say your relative goes in the military, or they are going away for school, or they get sick and have to go to a treatment facility. Those are all okay. Basically it has to be as long as they are not just leaving to go out on their own and then they fail and come back. That doesn't count. They really have to have the intent of staying a member of your household, not going off on their own. The next next portion of that test is if they don't live with you all year, that they have to be a relative. Now that could be a lot of things. It could be a child that no longer qualifies as a qualifying child. It could be a parent or an aunt or uncle or niece or nephew, even a grandchild, as long as they live with you or at least some of the year and they want to be a member of your household. The next step is that they don't make more than $4,000 a year. That's because I think the theory behind that is if they're making that much, they can probably figure out a way to support themselves. I'm not entirely sure. It's not a lot of money, but reasoning aside, that's the rule. So in essence, if let's say your dad lives with you and you want to claim as a qualifying relative, but he has a business on the side where he makes wood carvings and sells them, and if he made $5,000 that year doing that, he could not be claimed as a qualifying relative. If he made $3,000, you're okay. You've got yourself a qualifying relative and can deduct $4,000 off your taxable income. That's pretty nice. And the last test is what's called the support test. That means you provide more than half of the support for the qualifying relative over the course of the year. So let's go back to the example of dad making $3,000 off of selling wood carvings. Let's say he's doing that, but you contribute $7,000 to his well-being and support by buying groceries or giving him an allowance or putting gas in his car or whatever. It adds up to $7,000 throughout the year. That means you're providing 70% of the support for him. So you're good there. Another way this would apply is, let's say dad lives with you for 8 months of the year, but he lives with your sister for 4 months of the year. And you spend the $7,000 supporting him. Your sister spends $3,000. Again, you're providing 70,000 or 70% of the support, so you're okay. If it was the other way around, you couldn't claim the qualifying relative. You don't support them enough. That's really it. Just a reminder again, those 4 tests are that they're not a qualifying child, that they're either a member of your household or a relative, that they meet the gross income test of making less than $4,000 a year, and that you support them more than half, or that you provide more than half of the support. So thank you again for watching our tax blog, and let us know if you have any questions, suggestions of what I should talk about next time, and hopefully this helped you out. Thank you again. Take care.